Welcome into the little mini Halloween special, little rewatch before we lead into the main event, which is coming on Halloween day, night, morning, in the morning, depending on where you watch it. It'll be around at night though. And last year I did a rewatch of season 1 of the Halloween special, and then the previous video here on the channel was me rewatching season 2 of the Halloween special. And then I want to do a bonus one right now where I rewatched 2 of my favorite episodes from all of the seasons. Maybe you missed them, maybe you didn't know about them, but there's 2 of them that I really enjoyed, or I have my own little nostalgia for, which that is the second one I'll be showing you today. It's very nostalgic. But the first one I want to show you and remind you about, maybe you missed it, and that is from last year's season actually. So season 4, and it is on expired Polaroid film, or quote, expired, because it doesn't necessarily have an expiration date. Polaroid, it just goes bad when it feels like it wants to go bad. There's just a day when it just won't be as good or as work at all, pretty much. And the reason I love this one so much is because we go to Stranger Things filming locations, and I'm shooting with expired Stranger Things film. And I bring along Dave Knopp from the Knopp Top YouTube channel, my best bud. We take a road trip down to Jackson, Georgia, which is also the filming location of downtown Hawkins, and then we go around to surrounding areas. And yeah, it was a fun video. I had a great time. I wanted to share it with you. Maybe you missed it. So sit on back and enjoy, because I know I did. Welcome into episode number 4 of the Just Another Chris, season 4 of the Halloween special. And in today's episode, we're gonna be talking about a topic that I make sure to include in every single season, and that is expired film. This year, I'm gonna do a little bit different. Typically I do Instax and Polaroid, different formats, different gears. Well, this year I'm gonna focus just on Polaroid, because gosh freaking dang it, Instax just freaking works every single time. I've shot 10 years expired Instax film and it works every time. I also wanna kinda get away from the misconception of the word expired, because it technically doesn't expire in the sense that you're probably thinking. But I'm gonna be taking this to a couple different locations. I mean, a lot of locations, to be honest. We're gonna be heading on over to Hawkins, Indiana. Jackson, Georgia. The filming locations of Stranger Things. I use Stranger Things frames at Stranger Things locations. Can I get lucky and get frames that match the location? Well, you're gonna have to find out. I also take this stuff to Hollywood Horror Nights at Universal Studios. Yeah, there's a Stranger Things haunted house there, and I'm hoping to snatch some photos with this, because I've got 2 packs left, baby, and then it's gone forever. We're also going to learn how I'm going to shoot it, and that's with this. This is an SX70 camera with I-type film. This shouldn't match, but it does, via the power bar from Dennis at Chromatic Parts. We're going to learn all about this. It's going to be a grand old episode, so sit on back, stuff your freaking face with some Eggos, and enjoy episode 4 of the Halloween special. Stranger Things film, I have to shoot something in Hawkins. It's expired, Vaseline. I have 3 boxes left, and I'm completely out after that point.
That's never happened to me before.
I'm actually going to put this in this guy. You may be asking yourself, how are you going to do that? That's I-type film and an SX70 camera. Great question. This actually has the ability to shoot I-type with this power bar from Chromatic Parts. No modification is required. This is just puts on the top of the camera and provides power to the camera itself, so you can shoot I-type. Really nice. I was hoping to do it earlier. The conditions are not great, so we're gonna find out together. Now you take a photo, or more accurately, Dave will take a photo. And full spread. Look at that, and it's a 1985 Tigers. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, and now just pull it out, and you're good to go. And then it remembers everything. So if you put the power bar back in and turn it on, it'll take a picture like normal. However, now I'm committed to that pack, just like you would normally. I mean, you put a pack of film in there, but it is the Stranger Things film, so I have to be conscious of that. and make sure what I'm shooting with this particular camera is Stranger Things related. So there's one thing about this camera with this modification. It doesn't have any effect from what I've noticed. When I take the picture, it sounds like the shutter is staying open longer than it actually is. So it feels like it's being like a long exposure that my photo's gonna be overexposed. Could be me, but that's just what I noticed. So that's that. If that looks familiar, it's the place that gets exploded in season 4. What up, dudes? So we're gonna take a shot with the power bar. Hopefully it doesn't eject a photo. We're good to go. And Dave's gonna take a photo. How fun is that? And remember, this is the Stranger Things film. The last of its kind. Let's see what happens. And guess what? Full spread. Nope, never mind, I lied. We got mostly spread. So pretty cool. I kind of like it when it doesn't fully. It adds to the aesthetic, especially with this frame, because it's like a classified Hawkins lab. It kind of adds to the aesthetic of the photo. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. And we only have 6 photos left. Let's head on to the next locations. We're heading to the school today, maybe the lab. I heard people getting arrested last time, so maybe not. We're avoiding the quarry. I guess people get robbed there. And then a couple other spots. Let's go have some fun. We're sort of on a time crunch, so we gotta get going. But this last photo I want to take is with the Stranger Things film. Obviously, here we are. There are 2 frames for the high school. Can we get it? And I already got one from this pack, so I don't know if we'll get it in the second one, but there's a chance. And how cool would that be? Pretty cool. So let's see what happens.
This camera was here.
It was here. Same with that Stranger Things camera, it was here too. That Stranger Things camera has been to everything. It's traveled with me forever. It scoops and we lost half the photo. Bummer. It's okay.
Part of the adventure.
It's okay. Decided to take another one. I'm actually kind of pleased that I did. I mean, we lost some of it, but it should be enough. Yeah. Good job. Lighting situation is absolutely atrocious. I won't be able to get a good shot. So I found this corner over here. That's kind of cool. I gotta be very specific, apparently, in my wording. But Dave will take a picture of me against this. That's kind of cool. Catch me smoking back there. This is a fake cigarette, by the way. Do not condone smoking of cigarettes, but it's the 80s, right? Dude, look at this! Look at this! I've only ever got it one other time.
This is the place to do it.
And look, it's a freaking arcade, dude! Oh, dude. Hopefully it comes out and it's full spread. Dude, what a chance.
Sweet.
That's freaking cool. I interrupt this video to bring you something quite delicious, my dudes. A limited edition Make Some Art t-shirt exclusively only during the Halloween special. And don't forget about the Spitfire Club, baby. You get some great perks like exclusive photos, one of a kind, sent to your door every single month. Monthly Zoom calls, exclusive videos, and extended videos, and more. But get this thing before it's gone forever.
Hawkins is taking another step into the future with the brand new Starcourt Mall.
I think I got enough cameras. There's a chance that this has one of the Starcourt Mall frames in it. Can we get lucky 2 times in a row? And we haven't gotten one yet on this pack, so there's a chance. Let's hope for a Starcourt frame. Can we get lucky? It is one, but it didn't get a full spread. But we got a Starcourt one again 2 times in a row. Dude, that's some pretty cool luck. But dang it, didn't get a full spread. I'll take it though. The mall got destroyed, so it's a destroyed photo. That's the story I'm gonna go with. You can't make this up. Yeah, dude. That was it for today. I think we're gonna head back to Ohio now. We have an 8-hour drive, maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure. But we got such a late start. It's 7 p.m. right now. It's gonna be a fun drive. For you guys, it'll be like that. So we got a problem. I just got back from Horror Nights at Universal Studios, where I was gonna finish off inspired Stranger Things film. Got this lovely jacket while I was there. Filmed the rest of the video there. Well, it didn't happen because I ran into a problem, big old problem. Multiple problems, to be honest. Firstly, no flash photography was allowed. That's on me. I should have known that. And it's dark out. It was gonna make things difficult. Not necessarily impossible, but difficult. But the biggest problem was my film got ruined. Yeah. You remember earlier in the series where I teased a video coming in the future? Well, it might be coming right now, or at least a part of it, because I ran into a problem that has never happened before. My film got ruined from X-ray at TSA scanners.
That's never happened to me before.
And it's not supposed to happen, because TSA has that sign. Film will not get damaged by their machines if it's under 800 ISO. So basically up to 800 ISO and you're good to go. My film got ruined. Polaroid, that's all I brought. They're all turning out like this. Now I did get a couple ones that ended up working to my favor, because I guess the picture was already sort of discolored because of the fluorescent paint that they painted on those skeletons. So it turned out kind of cool looking, but that's all I got. And the sad truth is I brought this. I brought 1 pack of Stranger Things film. This is box 1 of 2. After this, there's no more. Well, this went through the scanner. It's probably ruined. And I'm sad and depressed. All the way to California, flew there, spent all that money, and I didn't get anything. And I ruined a pack of Stranger Things film. Maybe. We're gonna shoot this here at home and see what happens. It gets even sadder. I'm rooting for this to be bad. Why, you ask? Because if it comes out good, that means I didn't shoot it while I was there. And I could have. But we're gonna find out together. All right, so I'm gonna use the same camera I was using throughout the video. This converted 600 heavily modified camera by Dennis from Chromatic Parts. And I briefly kind of went over this earlier in the video, but this has been converted to 600 and it has the ability to use I-type film via the Powerbar. No modification is required to shoot I-type and sonar cameras with the Powerbar. It's just plug and play and you're good to go. But this also has a brand new board chip, motherboard, I don't know what you want to call it, but it has a new light sensor and everything. And it has Bluetooth connectivity. It has manual control over the shutter speed only, that is. And it has a mod to the film counter. So it actually reads 8 photos when you put it back in, which is pretty cool. I think that's all the mods on here. So let's get to shooting. Look, nothing happened. Another mod where it doesn't eject the photo when you're originally turning it on, which is actually kind of cool because you could store a pack of film in there without commitment. I kind of like that, especially for traveling. To eject the dark side, you just take a photo. Just kidding, because I have to actually use my phone to take the photo because it also has Bluetooth connectivity, so I can use it as a self-timer and remote and stuff, so. I gotta stop recording. All right, photo has been taken. And look, talking as police. It's fitting. I'm Justice Hopper. Now we find out if the film has been ruined by x-rays. Let's find out. All right, so I just shot a couple of them here in the house. There's still 6 photos left with the Stranger Things film. I think I have an idea for this, but I'm gonna shoot that on my own. But I shot 2 of them and it is promising. It's hard to tell, to be honest, if the issues that I'm seeing in these 2 photos, if it's from the x-rays or just being old. I will say they are pretty faded. Now, you normally see that in quote unquote expired film. That is pretty common, but this actually seems to be way more fogged than I've ever seen. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're not the greatest, but they're not the worst I've ever seen. If you don't know about the whole x-ray controversy, well, I've never had a problem with x-ray in my film ever. If you go check out my Instagram page, 90+% of those photos are all from traveling, flying somewhere. Some of them are internationally even, and it's all been x-rayed. I never hand checked my stuff. Never had a problem. And this was the first trip I've ever been on that had an issue. And this trip is not that long after I went to Jackson, Georgia, aka Hawkins, Indiana. And the x-ray tends to turn your photos really magenta, and you get these weird artifactings in your pictures that normally wouldn't be there. And it desaturates your photos, causes them to fog up a little bit, just issues. So now I have to test even more. And I've thoroughly tested this already, and it's interesting that I have to start testing it again. And I've already begun that test, so stay tuned in the future for a in-depth, updated X-ray tests. But back to the main topic at hand, which was expired film. Because remember, film doesn't technically have an exact expiration date. It just doesn't. Even Polaroid doesn't claim that. Instax is a little bit different. They actually do put an expiration date on their film, but that stuff is bulletproof. But Polaroid just says you'll have your best results within a year of the production date, which is found on the side of the box. And everyone just associates that with 1 year, and then your film is now expired. That's not true at all. There's a lot of factors that go into it, such as storage, how it was handled, put in a fridge, not a fridge. Your location on Earth can actually have an effect on your Polaroid film. High humidities, high heats can alter it, causes it to go bad faster, but you can also prolong it a lot longer. And I mean, I'm shooting stuff from 2019 and still getting decent results. Some of them, I think, are pretty cool. Should you buy a lot of expired film? Well, I mean, that's really up to you. I mean, if you find this at a good deal, then yeah. I never recommend people going and spending lots of money on old film. So I guess it just depends on your preference. But if you have the opportunity to buy it, I would say within like 3 to 4 years of this production, you're going to probably have some interesting results, I'll say. And if you're buying film that has a battery inside via SX70 or 600 film, the battery will probably go bad before the film does. So that's where you just put that into an I-type camera and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to shoot that all day long. Or you can use the Powerbar with SX70 cameras. Sonar, again, no modification required. You can just buy this and slap it in and get it going. It's awesome. But if you want to use a manual focused SX70 camera, you will have to send that off to be modified, and Dennis at Chromatic Parts offers that modification. It is exclusively to him. As of right now, there isn't one for the 680 or 690, but you never know with him. He cooks up some crazy cool stuff. Oh, and he sent this to me like way earlier in the year. I did a video on this. If you guys want to see it, I'll leave a link in the description below. And he even has a special thing coming that's related to this in the near future as well. Who knows? It could already be out by the time of this video release. So stay tuned for that. This isn't sponsored by him by any means. He just does a lot of quality work and we're friends, so I like to promote his stuff. I mean, he did send this to me and he did do the work on the camera for free. So there is that, but I'm not being paid. I genuinely like his work. But man, what a ride. I've got 1 pack left that's sealed and then 6 shots left, so running out. After that, no more Stranger Things film for me, and probably not very many people have this left. But if you have any, you want to shoot it on over to me, I'd be greatly appreciative. P.O. box in the description. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next episode where we dive into an Instax mini camera. We don't even need batteries. Yeah, this thing is kind of crazy. It's really cool. Hope to see you there. Now, get out there, make some art. Oh man, can you see why I like this video? It's packed full with so much is happening in this video. We go to so many places, we test so many different things, like a lot is happening. So when we were at the arcade and I got the arcade photo, I accidentally overexposed it. Well, I shouldn't say accidentally. I chose to overexpose it thinking I was in the shadows and I had to like bump up the exposure. I regret that because it handled fine and actually came out a little bit overexposed. I could have had it a little bit better, but I'm still so like, you can't, oh my gosh. That's one of the coolest things. And then I did get the mall, kind of. It is the mall, it's just not the actual shooting spots, which in the show. All I do is go around the corner, and I regret that, obviously. But I didn't realize that until I got home. We were not in the right spot. I should have trusted my gut. And hopefully I can go back. Because while we did shoot at the high school, I wanted to go back and shoot some more stuff. That's impossible now. Because the school's been torn down. As of like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, or it's being still torn down. So that's sad. And also I'll leave a link to this in the description because I feel this video should have done better. Just because it was super fun for me. I actually go back and rewatch it. I have a couple times, I should say. But it's when I went to the like Stranger Things locations. It wasn't for the Halloween special. I made it for Stranger Things Day because they have those. November 6th. They celebrate Will going missing, a little boy in the woods. That's now Stranger Things Day. That's when he went missing in the show. But I released it. I'll leave a link for it down below. I think it's really cool. And in that video, I actually go inside the arcade and family video. I'm not supposed to, but I did. I kind of broke it in there. But then, yes, I go to Hollywood Horror Nights. I got this there last year. Terror Tram. But yes, the x-ray test was also mixed in there. I actually forgot about that. Still, to this day, test every opportunity I can get. And every single time, and nothing's ever happened. That was an isolated incident where I didn't realize both of those film packs were from the double pack. And there was just a QC problem. Because both packs did that, none of the other ones did. Also, oversight, I couldn't shoot. It was dark. I can't use flash. I don't know what I was thinking. But I did get to see my friend, which you may ever recognize her. She briefly, she was the she was Ellie from Last of Us in that one brief shot that I got. That was all I got to see of her. But I did not get a Polaroid, which I was very upset. Really wanted that. But if she looks familiar, that's because she's played Sydney in the Stranger Things experience, as well as 11. She actually played 11 in the actual show. So for those that actually went to the Stranger Things experience, either in San Francisco or Los Angeles, she was 11. Anyway, we became friends. I met her at the Stranger Things experience in the mixtape. She also played Sydney there too. Oh, actually she played lots of them, but I knew her as Sydney. You may have seen her in the rest of the Halloween special. There was the world record attempt. You see her in there as Sydney. And yeah, anyway, she's an actress in LA. She was there. I went to go see her there. This video was so much fun. I love this video. It's pretty cool. Now, let's move on to the next video from season 1. Yeah. You would have seen this last year if you rewatched the series, but I'm going to include it in this one just because it holds a soft spot in the old heart there, because it's pretty much what kicked off the entire series of the Halloween special here on the channel. And that is the Stranger Things Onestep2 camera review. So I want to share with you today. So let's give it a watch. I'm just another Chris, and do I have a special video for you? Yes, I do. In today's episode, we will be talking about the Polaroid Onestep2 Stranger Things edition. We will be learning all about the specs of the camera, quality of the pictures, and as an added bonus, we will be shooting some expired Stranger Things film packs. Yeah, so sit back, grab some mangoes, and enjoy episode 1 of the Just Another Chris 2020 Halloween special. All right, let's do this. I'm out here in the lovely sunny Pacific Northwest. It's gorgeous out right now. Not really, it's pouring down rain, but it's kind of perfect for the shot I'm trying to do with this. Okay, so over here you can see the sign. It says Things. I'm gonna take a picture with a Stranger Things camera with a Stranger Things film. Get it? It's kind of fun. Do it after this car comes by. I also have the Stranger Things limited edition frames for it, so I thought it was super fitting. This is also expired film as well, so hopefully it comes out okay. I haven't used the Onestep in a long time. I've just been using my SLR XX70. Could you imagine? There's Stranger Things, the print on here as well as that one. I kind of want to take another one, but take it upside down. You know, the upside down. You're supposed to leave the Polaroid covered for the first few moments, or about 30 seconds or so before you take it off the frog tongue to protect the exposure. And then I'm gonna get one more with Jordan. Jordan, you're gonna be my model? Go stand over there under the sign. Show them legs. I'm gonna take this one upside down just for kicks. I hope I get one that's upside down, because in these film packs, there's actual ones that are upside down, but you don't know which one is gonna be. So it kind of makes things challenging. But I've gotten lucky already a couple times, so let's see if I get lucky here. I got a Stranger Things one. I'm actually really excited. I hope that comes out okay. Even though this has nothing to do with the actual show, I'm aware of that. But come on, it's cool. Now I'm gonna head down here and take a picture of an alien and a predator for a friend. So let's go do that now. Don't get this camera confused with the Polaroid Onestep Plus, which is technically Polaroid's flagship camera, and I'll do a video on this at a later time. This is the Onestep2, which is the successor to this guy, which originally came out in 1976 and sold for $40, which is about $183 today. Not cheap, that's for sure. The Onestep2 was the first camera that came out under the Polaroid name in over a decade, when the company relaunched itself, and I think it was 2016. But this particular version of the Onestep2, it came out in 2019 for the season 3 of Stranger Things. What makes the Onestep2 kind of unique and pretty cool, some people don't like it, but it's definitely forward thinking, I would say. The Onestep2 replaced the need for a battery to be included in each film pack. Film packs are already pretty wasteful and bad for the environment, so having something with less stuff inside is always a better option and much better for the environment, especially not having a battery being thrown in the garbage. So it uses the new type of film called I-type, which is technically exactly the same film as 600 type film, but again, there's just no battery included in each film pack, which means you can't use that particular film in older cameras, which could be, you know, a negative depending on your case. But more on that coming up a little bit later. Now let's talk about the lens on this bad boy. This lens is an optical grade polycarbonate and acrylic lens, which is just a fancy way of saying it's plastic. The focal length on this camera is a fixed 106 millimeters at 0.6 meters to infinity. It also features a tripod mount on the base. This camera also includes a 1100 milliwatt hour battery built in, so it's rechargeable, which is pretty cool. It also comes with a neck strap and a USB cable for charging. Now, the only difference that this particular camera has over the other Onestep cameras is that it's upside down. Get it? Upside down? But don't worry, it's just the decals. It does not take your photos upside down unless you physically took pictures upside down. Now, also the other thing that this has over the other ones is, I guess they improved the flash, because this is one of the last models that they put out of the Onestep2 version, and they improved the flash. I don't have another one to compare it to, but that's just what it says. And 3, on the bottom it has instructions and how to use it. And on this particular model, Stranger Things, it has a Stranger Things themed instructions. It says, shoot at least 2 feet from the Demogorgon, keep the light behind you, always use the flash, it kills the monsters. Which is a neat little touch. Now, enough about the specs, let's see this bad boy in action and some of the photos you can get out of it. We are here in the actual bunker under Mall of America. No, just kidding. We're in the basement of my friend Danny. He's gonna be the model today. He has an awesome Ghostbusters costume. Still want to keep it in the Stranger Things world, and if you remember in season 2 of Stranger Things, they dressed up as Ghostbusters. So I thought it'd be cool utilization of this theme of video. I think it'd fit pretty good. But he has some arcades, which is also in Stranger Things. I thought that'd be pretty cool. We're gonna use this lovely guy over here, probably. Fog machine as well, so we're gonna get some cool stuff. And I also brought a few of my RGB lights too to add some cool effects to the shot. And I have a few other surprises I'm gonna show you along the way. So let's get started. Funny story, Danny here actually picked up these Stranger Things packs for me. They were on sale, what, ThinkGeek, right? Yeah, on sale for what, $6 I think it was? Yep. About 3 packs or so. Now I'm just using them here on him. Full circle. The downside to this is these are from, I think it's season 3 of Stranger Things. But that came out a while ago. These have expired, but not by too long. This would have expired in February of 2020. I have kept these all cold stored since I've owned them, which is most ideal. So if you have Polaroid film, you want to keep it chilled in a dry, cool place, and it will keep it from going bad faster. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I have also done as a special little added experiment, hopefully I did this right. I've never quite done it like this before, so we'll find out. The film that is used in this camera is the new I-type film, which means you can't use it in vintage cameras, which some of the vintage cameras are better, such as the SX70. This is an SLR camera, so it has a glass lens, and you can visually see what you are shooting. You can frame it up however you want, and super crisp, sharp, beautiful pictures. They didn't make Stranger Things film for these cameras, only in the I-type, which has a plastic lens and a rangefinder. Lens is here, I'm viewing it from here. So you'd have to kind of compensate and guess when images are pretty good. Not as good as the older cameras. What I have done is I swapped out a film pack of iType and put it into a pack with battery. So I can shoot it with the SX70 with the Stranger Things film. I did it in the dark, I think. Hopefully it was dark enough. But we're gonna find out in a little bit. Probably not a good idea to be doing this in the rain, you know, but hey, we're doing it anyway. So we're walking down here to the headquarters of Dark Horse. I mean, Dark Horse actually has this whole block right here. One of their main offices is there and over there, and then down here as well. They have a Predator, and follow me, come on down. They have a life-size Predator down here. I'm actually taking this picture for a friend. It's kind of interesting. I've never met somebody that actually has, what's the right word for it? She's attracted to it in a way that wouldn't normally be thought of.
Like a fetish?
I guess it's a fetish.
Like a Furby, but a predator?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but hey, who am I to judge? So I'm going down here to take a picture of it. Looks like we got someone down here already looking at it.
I think it's the smile.
It's the smile, exactly. But it's going to probably be pretty difficult to get the picture because it's inside in here, so it might not be lit properly, but we're going to find out. It's actually not lit too bad, but there is some reflection. So let's find out if I can get something.
Once a year, yeah, these monsters are actually real. And once a year, they come out to hunt, and that's today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I better be careful. I better be careful.
Yeah.
They come to life apparently today only. So, there we go. So since I'm shooting into the glass, I gotta make sure the flash is off. So I set the exposure compensation up so I can get the most brightness out of here because it really isn't lit that well. Let's see what I can do. Not great. There's a lot of reflection. Got one. Let's get out of the rain, shall we?
Yeah, so regrettably, we walked here from 2 blocks down the way. It's really pouring down that Pacific Northwest style.
Isn't this just humidity, as you would say?
Yeah, it's not even raining. It's 100% humidity right now. This ain't rain.
Look, I'm wearing shorts. And Jordan's wearing shorts too.
I know, it's so humid right now.
Humid, not even humidity, it's humid. Whew, it's soaking wet right now. How's the camera holding up?
I mean, it's holding up, it's just a little bit
It's a little wet. All right, got a couple photos. Hopefully they turned out okay. We'll find out soon. Didn't even take the damn picture of the Predator with my phone.
Go back.
All right, let's get this fog machine going. It's warmed up. There's not a lot of manual control with this particular camera. So since it's dark in here, I have to put this on a tripod without a flash, because I don't want that on. I have Danny hold very still for this picture, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it. That looks cool. Oh, 3, 2, 1. But all this that you see, you probably aren't gonna see this on camera. I'll show you guys later. You'll actually see it right now on screen. But all this like weird artifacting is probably due to the fact that it's expired film. But it's still cool because it's, you know, Stranger Things theme is kind of creepy and eerie looking, so it kind of
It is from the 80s too.
Yeah, it just kind of adds its own little thing. I'm gonna use this one because I can frame it. Using this one, it's really cool. I've taken some good photos with it, but it's a guesswork. You don't know exactly what you're gonna get, which is also part of the charm of using Polaroid cameras. I got iType film coming out of an SLR. That's pretty cool. 3, 2, 1. Too long. Too long. I don't want to use a flash in this instance because it'll be too powerful and it'll take out the color lights that I'm trying to keep in the shot. So I just need to light his face up a little bit, and it should be good. I don't know. I think I'm too close. I think it's 2 feet. It's more 2 feet. Look good.
That's 2 feet.
Yeah. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It helps if I turn the camera on. Okay. All right. Ready? Here we go. 3.
Pulling a fill.
3, 2, 1. That might have been okay. We'll find out. This film is 600 film, which the ISO or ASA is 640, which means it's pretty sensitive to light, not like crazy, but it definitely doesn't need a lot of shutter. The other camera, the SX70, this guy, is technically rated for an ISO of 125, which needs to stay open longer. I'm using 600 film in here with an ND filter on the pack, so that's probably why it's staying open for a lot longer, because it thinks it needs to. One thing I noticed is that I probably shouldn't have used the fog machine in such a closed off small space like I did in the secret bunker under Mall of America. Kind of a noob move. It kind of washed out all the images, but I still think it kind of lends a unique look, especially in that Stranger Things creepy feel. Shooting with expired film can definitely be a fun thing. You never know what you're gonna get, but I encourage you guys, I can't stress this enough, please, whatever you do, do not go out and buy a ton of it like I did. Yeah. I make bad decisions, so you don't have to. Like spend lots of money on film that's expired. Now let's take a look at some good packs and see what this is fully capable of. Just for kicks, I decided to whip out the old SLR 680 because, you know, why not? Let's have some fun. Hope you guys liked this video. It was so much fun to make. Kind of expensive one though. Yeah, I'm looking at you, film packs. A lot of money. And check back tomorrow for the next episode of the Just Another Chris Halloween 2020 special. Don't want to miss that one. And consider subscribing. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art, and stay away from Demogorgons. Please. Yeah, it's just such a fun video, such a fun video. Hanging out with friends, shooting Ghostbuster cosplay in a basement under Mall of America. I mean, come on, what else could you want? And that was in my early days too of shooting instant photography. I was kind of just getting into it a little bit. I shouldn't say just getting into it. I started kind of shooting in 2018 on and off, but 2020 is when I really just went head in and dove head first right into shooting instant photography. And that's when I shot. It was, I think, several months before Halloween, and I was just doing a review, and then I decided to wait and make it part of this other series. It kind of evolved into it, and it was just so much fun. I really, really enjoyed, one, how the flow of that video went. I think it still holds up. I really like it. What do you guys think? Should I do more of these maybe next year? Or maybe not. Maybe I should stop. Let me know in the comments below. Which one was your favorite from this video? Or just in general, of all of the series that I've done of the Halloween special, which one was your favorite? Let me know. Leave a comments down below. So that's all I got for you in this video. But wait, just wait until Halloween, because I do have something special for you. Something brand new, something you haven't seen before that I did shoot specifically for Halloween this year. So stay tuned for that. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Now, get out there, make some art.